Hello, and welcome to Hot Takes with God. I am Alex. I don't normally do the opener, but I did this time.
We're wearing hats.
Again!
Last time he said that. This time I'm saying that.
I'm wearing a hat because I didn't want to take a shower today.
I'm wearing a hat because we went outside and it was raining. And I don't have a rain jacket.
Also a good reason.
Yeah, I should have said one first and you could have used that so you didn't sound gross.
No, well, you're not supposed to wash your hair every day.
Well, yeah, but like, you gotta rinse it, right?
No, it just makes my hair terrible.
Really?
Yeah, it fucks it. I can't really do that. Yeah, if I take a shower, I have to wash it.
My hair produces a lot of oil, which is good, long term, healthy hair. But it gets weighed down, so I gotta rinse it not every day, but like every couple of days. Also, I just like showers.
No, I love showers.
Showers are nice.
If it wasn't unhealthy for my hair to take a shower every day, I would.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. I mean, I take a shower almost every day, but I just don't wash my hair sometimes.
Yeah, I just can't really do that.
Yeah.
Well, I need to get like a shower cap or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it gets kind of wet, but that doesn't fuck up my hair, so. But
anyway.
Here we are. So we filmed some content last week. I'm just now realizing we forgot I didn't even look for a mini SD card reader, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I kinda did,
I mean,
but...
I looked in that, but I don't think that's where that would have been.
Yeah, I don't know where it would have been.
They probably didn't. Anyway.
They didn't look that hard.
We shot some content last week that actually I'm really excited about. I think we're both really excited about. That I guess will probably be coming at you next week, or maybe just as soon as I finish it. I don't know. But anyway, it's pretty cool, so be looking forward to that. We're kind of taking things a little bit of a new direction. And thinking about the future a little bit, testing some new stuff out. So give us your feedback on that one, especially, as well as just if you ever think something we're talking about's funny or cool, or whatever, please comment. Let us know. We love that shit. Feeds our souls. Right now our souls are starving. That's okay.
So hungry.
But there are some good things in this world yet. As of a few days ago, Nickelodeon started a completely separate studio for the Avatar universe. And they're gonna start making movies, shorts, TV shows, all in that universe. So they're gonna be having a whole new Avatar, Last Airbender fans, if you haven't heard that already, you're in fucking luck, buddy, because shit's about to get real. I know the creators have been wanting to do this for a long time, and they just were having creative difficulties with, I guess they're having creative difficulties with Netflix, I think, and also I guess Nickelodeon is why they left Nickelodeon and went for Netflix, but it seems like Nickelodeon has realized their errors and are bringing them back.
Yeah, it was, if I'm not mistaken, they had made a contract for Netflix to use all of the Avatar material for X amount of time, so they couldn't make anything new during that. And then once that time went off, they went back to Nickelodeon.
I wonder why they would do that.
Money. They didn't have any immediate plans to do anything with it. And sending it to Netflix really, it's testing the waters.
Netflix would restrict them from making new shit.
I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong.
It's that would be way more money for Netflix because people get excited about a new thing and go back. And
well, I guess it could be they shared up the streaming rights of all Avatar stuff.
Yeah.
So
Netflix only.
So it doesn't make sense to make more of it if it can only be streamed on Netflix when you make it.
But I mean, that's where they're going to make their money. Anyway, whatever. I mean, you're gonna. I guess yeah. If you can't,
it's more of an upfront
thing. Nickelodeon,
yeah.
Then that makes sense. Yeah.
And you're getting paid up front from Netflix, so it doesn't make sense to just give them free content, basically.
Yeah, I guess.
But anyway, they're making more. So
yeah, they're making more. Anyway, that's gonna be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Also, apparently, George Lucas is rumored to be like working on a like, fuck that trilogy, that's not canon. Now we're doing this.
A new trilogy? Is he really?
I don't know if it's gonna be. I don't know if it's really the whole like fuck you, that's not canon thing. I have read and seen that just like collectively like people have kind of been like that's not canon. Like Star Wars. I mean, it's not in anything. Like they just made it all up. Like it's not part of any of the like material.
Well,
like,
yeah, but Disney made it. Disney owns everything now. I
mean, yeah. It just. I guess it depends on what you believe is like how you define what is canon. Whether it's like the original creations by like.
I'd still kind of consider pre-Disney canon as canon, even though they retcon like a lot of it. Damn near. Well, when they got it, they retconned all of it. Yeah. And then they brought some of it back. But. Yeah, I don't know. That's definitely a weird conversation of what is canon in Star Wars, because there's so many books.
There's a lot of books. I have no idea what's canon in Star Wars. I love the movies, but like beyond that, like I'm not a huge fan of the new trilogy. I mean, who is? I think that like certain characters had really. Like Adam Driver. I think did a wonderful job. I think the series should have focused on Kylo Ren instead of like at one point kind of splitting time between the two, and then one point just totally like bailing on him and going full in on Rey, which was just like I mean she didn't play a great role, but I also don't think that it was necessarily the actress's fault. I think she wasn't given much like to work with.
No, I didn't have an issue with a single one of the actors. No, it was all the issue.
Is it Daisy Ridley?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's. I mean, I've seen in other stuff. I think she's a phenomenal actress. I just don't think that anything was. I think that just Disney tried to capitalize on them purchasing Star Wars and throw out a new trilogy that was just like, whoa, it's fucking it's the same story, we're just telling it again with some different characters and some new kind of shit, but it's basically the same exact thing we've already done. They already did, like...
Didn't have, like, an overarching set, like,
I mean, they made
story.
A first movie.
Yeah, they just made the first movie and then, then we're going to
make... okay, we're going to turn this into a trilogy.
Well, no, they knew it was going to be a trilogy from the beginning. But they just didn't know what
all the movies were going to be.
No, they just didn't plan it out because they didn't have one... Because it wasn't one director through the whole thing. They intended to have 3 different directors.
Not a great idea.
And that got thrown out after the second one. And they brought George Lucas back, or whoever did the first one.
It wasn't George Lucas.
And it wasn't George Lucas. Whoever did the first one.
I don't think he had any real, like... creative control in that at all.
Yeah, I'm curious to know how much. I don't know.
Which I think that because I had heard that like he was willing to like work with them if they would give him like total creative control of it again. Like they own it, but he gets to decide he gets to direct it and decide the story and shit. So hopefully that's also in line with that other rumor about him working on new material, which would be dope.
It would be great.
And especially because the video games are going back to LucasArts, right?
I don't know.
Well, they're definitely cool. They're not going to be under whatever. They're not going to be under EA anymore.
Good. Yeah. Thank God.
They're definitely not under EA. They've gone to a new company. I think it's back to LucasArts or like a company affiliated with LucasArts.
I hope so. LucasArts, crank them out.
Yeah, can crank them out. I mean, EA
so good.
Basically just, I mean, the Battlefront games were like pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I still play the second one, but it's not a great game.
No, like it's.
I enjoy it a lot, and it's Star Wars, but it's like there's a lot of issues.
Game. Like I'm imagining like Fallen. What is it? Jedi Fallen Order or whatever. But like what it was supposed like a real open world and like that kind of stuff. Like you could just play like Red Dead Redemption, but Star Wars universe. But you could also like go to other planets and like, bro.
Yeah,
like,
well, I mean, what's that? Knights of the Old Republic. Just take that in modern, today.
Just basically.
Yeah, just take today's technology and everything, and just make it cleaner, smoother, and sexier. But yeah, take everything that it is, because it's everything you want.
That's the game.
Yeah.
And just take stuff like and other stuff. Like you could just redo all the like clone Commando or whatever. Like redo that with like they've done.
Well, they did clone Commando. That was Lucasfilm.
Yeah, but I mean like update it like to new shit. Like make it like PS5 level.
Make a second one. Yeah.
Yeah. Do it with fucking like the 501st. That'd be dope. Like you get like Rex and shit hanging out, fives, and shooting. They're pretty dope. I love Star Wars games. They're so cool. I just want more open world video games. That's all I want in life. I just want more open world RPGs. That's the only games I really play.
Yeah.
Except for like strategy games.
Yeah.
Like strategy resource management.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's just like OCD and control.
Yeah, that's just control.
Yeah, that's just I get to play God.
Feels good.
Doesn't hurt anyone.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dad, for my control issues.
Padre. Steve-O. Steve Arena.
Among all the tragedy that has befallen us already in 2021, there are some good things on the horizon. Hopefully some dope Star Wars. Yeah. Hopefully some dope Star Wars. Hopefully that the gold helmet guy from Daft Punk keeps making music with The Weeknd, so The Weeknd still has good music.
Yeah, Daft Punk broke up.
That was sad.
Epilogue was sad.
Epilogue was really sad. Yeah, it was
well shot, beautiful.
Yeah, no, I mean I thought it was awesome. There were moments where I was like, are they just like fake walking, or are they like really walking? Like this is strange. Like it was weird and like just really like silent and poignant and sad. Yeah, especially like not like knowing what was gonna. I had actually seen clips of the video. I just hadn't seen the whole thing altogether. I didn't realize I didn't connect the two until after I'd seen it all. But yeah, it was wild. It was wild. Definitely makes it seem very like one-sided.
Yeah, it seemed that way. For sure. That was one guy that just kind of wanted out. Another one.
Yeah, apparently their publicist, like, when called for confirmation, was just, like, confirmed that they were splitting up, but, or, like, the band, that it was over, but didn't offer any other
reason or
detail or comment.
Yeah, which is
Daft Punk.
Of course, it's Daft Punk.
Yeah. So, yeah, but sad times.
Sad times.
Sad times all around.
I know. All these mass heroes of ours are dying.
Yeah, it's rough.
Who's next? Who's next?
I mean, who's left? That wears a mask that's actually cool.
Dead Mouse?
That's
really cool. No, but I'm just purely thinking of people who've had like masks on.
Didn't he like sexually assault somebody or some shit? I know, like it came out a while ago that like several like prominent members of like the EDM community had. I mean, there's a lot of drugs and shit going on there, and I'm not all that surprised, I guess.
No, not really.
Sad.
Hate to hear it. But...
I hate to hear it whenever it happens.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really think of anyone that wears masks.
Mm-hmm.
It was Daft Punk and MF Doom.
Speaking of weird, sexual assault things, I saw, this got fucked up, but I saw this joke the other day. There was like, there's like some new character that was added to Smash, and like everyone was mad about it, and it was like a woman character, but she like wasn't overly sexualized, and she like wasn't like a child, and someone was like, oh yeah, of course they fucking hate it. She doesn't look like she's fucking 10. It's like, oh no, the Smash community. I remember when Peter brought that home, he was like, the Smash community has been rocked today. I was like, what are you fucking talking about? He was like, dude, he was like, the top, like, I don't know, it was like several players have, like, apparently been, in, like, underage relationships, or, like, had been having sex with, like, caught watching underage porn, or, like, something like that. It's like, oh, fuck, that's, like, the worst.
That's
The
yeah.
worst. Like, that's the thing that gets you absolutely killed when you go to prison.
Yeah. They put you in solitary confinement to keep you alive.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's if the prison isn't corrupt.
Yeah, if they give a shit.
Yeah, if they give a fuck at all. Which, I mean, you know, at a certain point, for things like that, I understand that it would be kind of hard. Like, to do your job. You know? Like, you know someone was, like, touching kids, and you gotta, like, make sure they stay alive. You know? I'm not saying I'm not a prison guard, you know?
No.
For a reason.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, that would be, like, that has to cross your mind, you know?
No, I'm sure.
Man, prison guards must deal with some shit. Because there's some crafty motherfuckers going to prison. Hella crafty.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And then, yeah, prison guard, you
And then the
outnumbered
prison
all the
is,
time.
like, mostly privatized.
Yeah,
Totally
fast
privatized.
and totally.
Totally privatized, yeah. So it's it's very money driven, obviously. So
Mm-hmm.
prisoners with enough money behind them, I'm sure, get special treatment of some kind. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know on that one, yeah.
They
Well,
do it in
because the
TV
money's,
shows.
like, coming from... Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hell, you can probably just bribe your way into getting the single cell.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, that'd be wild. Yeah.
We should, when we become rich millionaires, we'll have to sponsor a Battlebot team.
A Battlebots team? Oh, yeah, we were just watching Battlebots. Why we should just build a Battlebot.
I'm not a mechanical engineer. Are you a mechanical
I'll learn.
engineer?
How hard can it be? It's a Battlebot.
Let's
I don't
hire...
know the whole thing. I just have to learn how to build a Battlebot. It's just like hydraulics and electronics and just like batteries and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm sure it'll be difficult. Don't get me
We
wrong.
gotta get at least one person that fucking...
Yeah, I mean, we have to have it's a 4-man team. We have to get someone else at least on the team who knows their shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone who's just like a bloodthirsty, crazy person to be
The driver.
the driver / just like he gets
Hype man.
everybody excited about us. You know? Puts the attention on us.
Good hype man. Yeah.
We have to have like a cool like theme Battlebot that we like all like dress up. You know, like Witch Doctor, they all dress up.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them dress up.
Yeah, a lot of them dress up.
Let's see. What would we be?
Well, it's gotta be actually cool, not like lame. Like Witch Doctor, a little bit lame.
A little bit
Like
late.
the way
No,
they go.
several of them are a little bit late.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It's gotta be cool. It's gotta be cool. What if we did? Okay, have you seen Dodgeball?
Yeah.
You know when the like enemy team comes in and they're like
Cobra. Yeah.
yeah, we could be those guys.
We're here to kick ass.
Yeah, it'd be dope. Because everybody would get it.
Mm-hmm.
They would know what it was. They would instantly be thrown back to that time.
I don't
when they were
know
13,
how
they
many
saw Dodgeball.
how many kids today have watched Dodgeball. Like, is that still?
I mean, I'm assuming that like kids aren't watching Battlebots. I'm assuming like people our age are watching Battlebots.
It's true.
So like that's who we gotta appeal to
It's true.
in this scenario.
I hope kids are watching Battlebots. They should.
I mean, yeah, we'll probably get a lot of kids
If you're watching anything.
and fucking mechanical engineering or something, you know.
Yeah, Battlebots. I'm sure they have.
That'd be pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
I think I've seen kids at Battlebot matches. We'd actually
There's kids
there was
driving,
a time
yeah.
that we got like really into Battlebots. We watched Battlebots like kind of a lot there for like a hot second.
I still do.
I haven't seen them. I mean, until like the past couple of days, I haven't really watched any.
Yeah, go through the spurts of it.
Yeah.
I always like my odd sports.
Yeah, that's true. We watch a lot of weird sports. I really like the Red Bull soapbox races.
Yeah, you're really into those.
I really like those. They're just so funny. And they're so creative. I don't know. I like it. I like the one where they go off the thing into the water to see how far they can fly. That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
The ones on land are funny, but not as good. I also really like, we both really like, I guess. I like just Red Bull content in general.
Mm-hmm.
They're always doing wild shit. Like the guys that are doing like skiing to base jumping and like wild shit like that. Like that's
really cool.
Crazy, and something that like I would love to do, but I'm also self-aware enough that I'm like probably too scared to. I mean, like obviously you go through a lot of training before you do that, so you're like more confident. But like that's a lifetime of.
You gotta do it first, at least once, you know. And
I guess so. One of those squirrel suit things would be so fucking...
Yeah, that'd be fun.
So fucking cool. My dad has but told me that he would pay for me to go skydiving, but he wants to watch it. He wants to be there. Which presents kind of an issue. Because as soon as I turned 18, I moved to Chattanooga. And I've, like, several times had it presented to me, like, what if we all went skydiving? I was like, I don't have enough money. My dad would pay for it if we were in Memphis.
I've gone skydiving before. Yeah. I got strapped to a Russian man.
Yeah.
Who smelt the vodka.
Nice.
And he tightened my straps far too tight. It was quite painful. It was. And then they conveniently lost the footage. A lot of it was me going fucking stop! Just in pain because it was so tight around my thighs.
Oh man, that's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good time.
I mean, it was cool, and while we were free falling, it didn't hurt. But the moment pulled the chute and and then they did a thing where he was rotating out, and that hurt so much. I was pleading with him, please stop. They lost the footage, and I was yeah, I'm sure.
That's hilarious. I didn't know you'd been skydiving.
Yeah, I've done it once. I had to do it again. That hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the only reason why I wouldn't do it again, just because the straps hurt. And I mean, there's probably ways around it. And,
yeah.
But one bad experience. Never again. It was cool. I mean, it's scary when you're in the plane.
Mm-hmm.
It's scariest. Once you're out, you're out. It's fine.
I mean, you gotta do
that. But you have your legs out. You're on the airplane, your legs are out of the plane, you're just alright.
Here we go. Somebody kick us.
Woo! And then you do a front flip out of it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was beautiful. But it was cold.
Yeah, I mean...
Didn't have a suit.
You're pretty high up there.
Yeah, and we went as high as they would let us. Didn't really think about it. Going back, probably wouldn't get that high again. Not because, I mean, yeah, you have more glide time and you're higher up, but, it was cold. And
yeah.
The straps.
Also the straps.
The straps. Though I guess that period of time is the same, regardless of how high you go, because you'll pull the chute the same height. Yeah. So might as well go all the way up. All the way up. Bring it back down. Yeah, that is cool.
I'd like to go skydiving in Nevada, in the desert.
That'd be
lit. That'd be fucking cool.
Yeah.
I think that's one that we need to do on our...
I've gone hot air balloon ride.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then they gave me champagne afterwards.
Was it just you on this hot air balloon ride?
Yes, it was. Back in. No, it was for my dad took my sister, her friend, myself out to Arizona, and we drove New Mexico, Utah, just did a ton of driving. It was a ton of driving.
It was a lot of driving.
Yeah. For my sister's graduation gift or whatever. And then one of the things we did out there was a hot air balloon ride.
Fuck yeah.
And then when you landed, they did like a little, here's food. Nice. And it was like a little,
a charcuterie board?
Yeah, like you lived. We didn't fuck it up.
Just fuck it up.
No, it was, and you land where you land on those. They just we just landed in backfield of someone's farm not farm because we're in the desert, but.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like a general direction of like where the winds go and they like chart that shit out, but then it's like, you're kind of just like, yeah, we're gonna go.
And then there's a truck following you the whole time. Yeah. It was cool. It was beautiful.
Dope shit.
Yeah.
So it's wild that anyone ever thought we would actually like get around like that.
Oh, Blimps! I want Blimps to come back.
Well, not like Blimps, but like hot air balloons specifically. Like Blimps, we figured out we could put fans and shit on.
Yeah, I don't know if hot air balloons were ever meant to be a form of travel.
Oh, I mean, people thought about it. Wow, before we had invented Blimps,
I'm sure they did think about it, but
like
it was
sketches and shit of like water balloon like lake walking, or a hot air balloon lake walking. Like, it's just like hot air balloons tied to you
while you're walking,
like a harness or something. But they're like just enough.
We had
you can, like,
the kookiest ideas, and
weird.
Why did we abandon them? Why did we become so lame?
They're so boring.
So lame, so boring.
Planes. We were like, done. I guess.
And then we got lame with that. The planes used to be cool.
Planes used to be cool.
Now they're like throwing around, hey, what if you had a leaning post? Would you guys still go on the plane? It's like, why is that an option? Why are you... No, I want to sit. Oh, now that's more expensive because you have leaning posts? Ah!
There's a lot of that's leaning posts?
They think about it, man. They think about it. They straight up do this stuff.
If it's like an hour or less flight...
That's what they're trying to get you on. But the seats... to sit will be more expensive now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then they're going to start raising it for the long distance ones. And then how long can you lean?
How long can you lean? Oh, my God. That would be fucking... I mean, I've been on fucking, like, 20-hour flights.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've done some bad ones.
Fucking from here to... Or from... Let's see... It was somewhere in, like, when I went to Africa, we flew out of Memphis to, like, Texas. And then flew from Texas to...
Yeah, why wouldn't you just go to Atlanta?
Don't know.
That's so weird.
I have no idea. Yep. We went backwards, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we went across the Atlantic to New Amsterdam.
Where the fuck's New Amsterdam?
Or not, just Amsterdam.
Okay. I was like, where's the new one? That New York got its name changed a long time ago.
I was trying to think of, what's the...
Squirrel.
I was looking up Squirrel right now. What's their... Is Amsterdam
Belgium? And,
Netherlands.
Netherlands, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Flew to Amsterdam from Texas.
Yeah.
That sucked ass.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
Yeah. Didn't stop.
No.
And then we were in the Amsterdam airport for, like, a while. And then we went from there to, like, somewhere else in Africa. And then to Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like Egypt or something.
Cairo.
Maybe. No, I don't think so. I think I would have been more stoked about that. Because I really wanted to go out in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
When I was like,
let's go hit a coffee shop.
And my mom was with me.
Come on, Ma, let's go to a coffee shop.
She wanted to not leave the airport.
Lame.
We were there for like 6 hours. It was like a while, but it was also like, we got there at like 1 a.m.
Yeah. So you're just there for the night.
Yeah. We just ate. I remember eating Netherlands. That sounds weird. McDonald's. pretty fucking fire, honestly. They had some strange things on the menu, I'm not gonna lie to you.
So it was minor technical difficulties, but we're back. Yeah, Netherlands McDonald's. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like they had like a mushroom burger. Like that, I feel like I remember that and being like, like a portobello mushroom burger.
Yeah.
You know, like where the burger is the mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't eat that. I just got like a quarter pounder, but like they had some different shit. Like
a Royale with cheese.
It wasn't, but yeah, but no.
Yeah, but no.
I mean, actually, maybe. I don't know. I hadn't seen Pulp Fiction at that point, so that wouldn't have been like a memory that would have been like imprinted with me because of that.
I had one flight that ended up taking twice as long as the flight actually took.
Because of like headwind or something?
No. So it was San Francisco to Atlanta. I had several of my surgeries out in San Francisco. And so we were getting on. What was it? First thing we got on, and I think we got on. There was some technical difficulties with like the AC, and they had to fix it. So we had to wait, and then they got that fixed. So then we went okay, and got out onto the tarmac. And then Air Force One decided to go over top, so they went okay. So we had to go park back again. And then we're like, all right, now we're going back out again. Went back out after refueling, because we had to refuel because we were sitting out there so long.
Yeah.
And it was like we had to come back 3 times.
Oh
it was
God.
Air Force One. We had to refuel at one point, and then the crew itself had to, like, their time had run out.
Oh, yeah.
So we had to wait for a new crew to come, and then we finally went. And all of this was, like, after one of my surgeries, so I
you're
was
just sitting on a plane this whole time?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
At one point, I was getting dehydrated because I needed a lot of water, and they wouldn't give me any because they had to like wait until we were in the air before they served drinks or whatever. Eventually, one of them broke down and went, "No, here's a bottle of
Take
water."
some fucking water.
Yeah, this kid is like all mummy right now. Like, if he's
don't
saying
die.
he needs water, give him water.
Yeah. Jesus
It
Christ.
was, so a 8-hour trip turned into a 16-hour.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah,
That's rough.
that was.
I've never had any, like, really long delays like that. I've just had really long, I've had long flights.
Well, I mean, the worst one about that was that we were, like, on the plane for most of the time.
Yeah.
Like, I've had real long delays where I'm sitting in the
had a really
airport.
long delay,
and that's fine. That's whatever. I don't
When I was
mind
in
chilling in the
Guayaquil
airport.
coming back from the Galapagos, we got to Guayaquil. I think when the sun was like just gone down. It was like 8 or 9 probably. And then like we were there at the airport until like 2 a.m. before they finally canceled the flight. And like then we didn't leave the next morning. We didn't leave the next day until like 1. But they did give us like hotel vouchers, which was pretty dope. We had to stay in like a 4-star hotel and get like a dope ass. Well, this is a funny story. We all went. Me and Mike had a room together, and we had tickets for either like breakfast or lunch. And so we were gonna go and just like get a late breakfast, but like we were hanging out in our room. Like Lilith had come up because we were dating, and so like, we were all hanging out in our room, and then we went down. We all sat down, gave the people our tickets. Mike gets up to like go smoke a cig or something. This
Oh yeah, you came back.
this fucking kid from our group who we all fucking like kind of hated. At least me and Mike were just like, oh my god, this fucking... I don't even remember his fucking name anymore, which is probably good. But he had been plaguing... This is like me and Mike's like big senior trip. You know, we both like took this class together. Like we've been best friends through college. We both took this class. We went to go to Galapagos together. Have a great time. It was awesome. Definitely had a great time. But this kid kind of has been like plaguing our steps, and like the you know, people, the teacher, professors, whatever, who were running the trip keep like putting him with us, and like almost seems like an effort to like fuck with us. So he comes down, sits in Mike's chair, and we're just like, okay, like, you know, Mike will be back in a second. Like, we're like, hey, like, that's, you know, Mike's in there. Doesn't really move. The food comes out. Dude just starts eating. Like, and then Mike comes back. The dude is gone. His food is gone. And they won't give Mike any food. Like, even though it was, like, very... Like, we got the guy who took our tickets to come back and be like, that's the guy I took the ticket from. Like, he was gone. Like, that's not the guy. And they were just like, didn't give a fuck. He didn't fuck at all. He doesn't... We all gave Mike, like, portions of our food to, like, make sure he had something to eat. Because it was, like, the only food we were going to get that day. Besides, like, airline food, because we were flying from Guayaquil to Miami.
Yeah.
And then we got to Miami, like, pretty late, and tried to go get Taco Bell, because we had all, like... So, like, the group of us that hung out on that trip was, like, me, Mike, Lilith, Olivet, and Chris. And so we all got together and went to get Taco Bell when we got to Miami, because we'd been like thinking about Taco Bell for like a week. Like in the airport in Guayaquil, like the fourth time they delayed our flight for like another 2 hours, a couple of us cried about Taco Bell. Like it had gotten to a point where we were just delirious, and our one hope of like sanity was Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And so when we finally got to Miami, we ended up spending, like, all together, not like each, but all together, like probably like $100 on an Uber to take us to Taco Bell. And we went to like 2 or 3 Taco Bells, and like none of them were open.
Wow.
We ended up getting food at like a gas station.
That's so sad.
It was really, really sad.
That's so sad. Why are all Taco Bells closed?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I mean, it was like 2 a.m.
Yeah, but still.
But like most Taco Bells are, I think, they're like 24 hours, or like
at least some
late.
of them, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It was a tragic night.
That sounds like it.
Yeah. I then proceeded to... again, like I said, the administration on this trip kept putting this kid with me and Mike, and it's seemingly in a way to fuck with us. And so they had fucking put him in our room that night in Guayaquil. So instead, I stayed with Lilith and Olivet and left Mike with that motherfucker by himself. And honestly, he was pretty mad about it. And I can't say that I necessarily wouldn't have been mad. So I get it, Mike. If you're watching this, I'm sorry again. But you know, a man's got to do what a man's got to do. And here we are. He also left the next day. Like, Mike peaced out the next day in Miami. And me and Lil stayed. We were like, fuck it, like, we don't have shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the art program. Our professors are, at least my professors were cool as fuck about it. They were just like, yeah, man, like, you know, get back when you get back, we'll figure it out. Like, whatever. Like, there's nothing we can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. Like, you're at the mercy of the Delta Airlines, you know.
Yeah. Been there before.
Yeah. So we just like stayed another day in Miami and like fucking like just like chilled all day. Went to like a dope ass restaurant. The honors college fucking paid for everything. It was like several $100s by the end of the night.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I mean, there were a lot of us still. There were like one of the professors dipped. Like 2 of the professors actually got like new flights out and like left all of us there. like two of the like there was then one more like professor and his wife, and then the honors college administrator, the honors college dean, Linda Frost, who was like not really there to like be in charge of us, but it was made very obvious at the beginning of the trip that these two professors that then eventually dipped on us when times got rough, really just wanted to come to the Galapagos for a vacation and didn't actually want to deal with us at all, which was fine, but then they like made themselves deal with us the whole time, and it was just like a really like sour interaction. They really hated me and Lilith because we were just having just the time of our lives. I mean, we had like just started like a relationship in the Galapagos. This is island paradise. It was beautiful. It was great. Yeah. They really hated us. I got a lot of spiteful looks from those two professors. But you know, it's what it is. It is what it is. It was worth it, 100%. Wouldn't change a thing about it. Good times. Got really drunk. Sugarcane liquor is like really good, and you can't get it here.
No, we don't have sugar canes.
Yeah. It's not even. I mean, you could import it. Like I could personally have a bottle imported to me, but it would cost like
a lot.
I mean, the actual bottle costs like $15, but like just all the taxes and shit is. I've looked it up before because I also wanted to get this beer from Kenya that I really wanted to get imported. It's also very expensive. I mean, the beer itself is pretty cheap, but it's very expensive to get it sent here. It's gonna be like, I could only get like a case of like 8 6-packs, and it was gonna be like several $100s. I was like, yeah, no, that's.
You should go to whatever that liquor world or whatever, drink world,
beverage world.
Hit them up. Say, hey, I'm really interested in this. It's a bit much for me to buy a whole thing
of it. Yeah.
Like, I'm sure y'all could sell it.
Maybe we should go there today.
I shouldn't spend any more money. That's kind of where I'm at.
That's fair. It is pretty expensive.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I would love to, but it's... Well, I mean, we could play the game and go. Like,
I've got some coin. I've been saving some coin.
I mean, we got mad coin today.
I'm down to do that.
That'd be sick.
That'd be fun. And I also like don't need to spend any more money, so playing the game would both restrict us and allow us a little bit of freedom financially. I like it. Let's do it.
We should probably wait for Joe. He'd be salty.
He would be pretty salty.
And it's kind of a...
It's his thing.
It's a good... and it's a good bonding time.
It's a good... So, okay, I guess we should explain what the game is. So, because it's not the game, but if you thought about it, haha, you lost, you fucking loser, you fucking lost the game, ha 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 ha. Okay, anyway, the game for us is something that Joe, our roommate, actually came up with several years ago. I don't even really know when he came up with it. The first time I remember playing was at the house across the street.
Yep.
So he was a delivery driver, and he would get, tons of change tips or whatever, and we'd just save them in his car for a period of time until they had built up. And then we would take all the coins to a coin star, dump them all in, and then the rule is that you have to spend all the money on beer. So the point, all of it, every fucking cent.
Doesn't matter. Like we've had $120.
We've had like 120. I had one time I went alone and it was like 145.
Really?
Yeah, and that time I will say we did end up also buying
some snacks and
stuff. Because we were having like a D&D stash. It was like a big deal. It was like Thanksgiving or something like that, or like the last time Mike was going to be in town or something like that. But yeah, so the point of it is to A, you get a bunch of beer and like you don't really pay for it, and B, you don't want to like, the point is to not, you don't want to get so much money you feel bad spending all of it on beer is kind of the thing. At least like that's like Joe's rules in that I've heard him say before is like you want to build up enough that you get like some beer. Like, you want to be able to get, like a couple fucking 12 packs and like some 6 packs is some good shit. that lasts you like a month or so. But what you don't want to do really is like for 3 people have like $120 worth of beer in the fridge. Like that's.
But that's the game.
But that's the game.
That's also part of the game. Is when you
magic of
go
the game.
over is the commitment.
Is the commitment?
of
Yeah, you have to
spending
commit. Yeah.
Because last year, Super Bowl Sunday, we didn't
Oh
even
my
realize
God!
it was
Yeah,
Super Bowl Sunday.
didn't even realize it was Super Bowl Sunday.
We played the game and we got like $120.
Because Sunday is the day we played D&D, so we were playing D&D. That was what that was. That was Mike. That was the last night, the time that Mike was also going to be there, right, in person.
No,
Was it
I don't.
not?
I think that was 2 different times.
Was that 2 different times?
Yeah.
Maybe not. But yeah.
'Cause I feel like that was like Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Yeah,
because
he didn't come home last year for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Super Bowl Sunday.
But yeah, we went to Walmart and spent $120 on beer, and they're like, "Oh, you're getting ready for Super Bowl," and we're like, "Oh, the Super Bowl's today."
People were like clapping for us. Like
Yeah.
people were like stoked for us. We were
Yeah,
like,
they're like, "You're having
we
a
were
great
like,
time."
Yeah, we are. Super
Damn
Bowl.
right.
That's yep.
About to get that net 20 all
Who's-
day long.
Who's playing? Who's playing in the Super Bowl again?
Nah, I have no idea who won it last year.
I know who won it this year, baby.
Hey,
Tom Brady. I mean, of course he did. He took a team that was nothing, and then he added himself to it, and then they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and they all flocked to him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's a machine person. Like, have you ever actually seen him? He, like, doesn't, he's just like it's super creepy. He got, like, really wasted, apparently. Like,
Yeah.
there were some people, like, carrying him, like, into somewhere, and I was like, damn, that's fucking good for him.
Good for him. Yeah, I
Let
know.
loose.
I mean, he's not as young as he used to. He's probably still hungover.
Oh, probably. He's what, like, he's not 40 yet. Late
He's
30s.
almost.
Late 30s?
Yeah.
He's been around. I mean, Tom Brady has been around as long as, like, Peyton Manning's been around. And I can't remember a time before Peyton Manning was in football in my, like, consciousness, like, my conscious memory. Like,
Wow.
I don't remember a time before Peyton Manning.
Well, we weren't alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that man's been doing it for
a very long time.
quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
Where did he go to college? He looks like a Florida boy.
No.
No?
He went to some, like, nowhere.
Really?
Yeah, I
That's
mean, he
kinda
was really low draft pick. Like 227.
I bet they feel silly.
The Patriots?
No, not Peyton Manning. Tom Brady.
What?
Where did Tom Brady go to college?
Nowhere.
Oh, that's what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Peyton Manning went to Tennessee.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
He was
I know
runner-up in Heisman, SEC champion.
I don't know anything about football.
Yeah, well,
I know Tom Brady. I know Peyton Manning. I know Eli Manning.
through association.
Through association. And that one time they were both in the Super Bowl together, they were like opposing each other.
I don't think that ever happened.
That never happened? It was like, looked like it was going to happen, maybe.
That would have been amazing. Yeah. I don't think that ever happened.
I feel like I distinctly remember that, but maybe not. I don't know. I haven't watched a Super Bowl since I was like some point in high school, but like before I could make my own decisions. So like 14 or 15 probably.
Mm-hmm.
I probably didn't really watch Super Bowl. I probably just watched the commercials and ate a bunch of food.
Commercials fire.
Good food too. Lots of dips.
Finger
Love
foods.
dips. Love finger foods. We should just have a finger food night sometime. Just make a bunch of small things. Dips and such as it may be. Dips and chips and charcuterie. I love a good charcuterie board.
Charcuterie?
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie. You got it?
I don't speak Latin. I'm sorry.
Is that Latin?
No, that's nothing.
Charcuterie. It's like French, maybe.
It's gibberish.
It's not gibberish.
Absolute gibberish. Whoever
All words are
uses that
gibberish.
word is a gibberer. Gibberer.
Then call me the king of gibberers.
King Jabber.
King Jibber Jabber. Long
Anyway.
may he reign.
I dare say I
Yeah.
dare say.
I dare say.
Maybe we'll be in a Super Bowl commercial one these days.
You know, I mean, I wouldn't say no to it.
No,
That's
as long as
for
I get paid.
For sure.
Anyway, this is Hot Takes with God.
Have a good. What day does this come out on? Sunday.
Sunday.
Have a good Monday. Tomorrow. Yeah.